Wait a minute, you started already?
Yeah, I think so.
It's so
What the hell's the
strange.
music?
Oh, we're starting. What's up?
I don't even have your channel up. I'm still watching Grimm's.
Oh, gross. I mean, he's pretty good, though.
I've been watching Shroud stream.
Who?
He is,
Shroud?
Oh, I know him.
yeah, Shroud is he's a CS:GO player, and he stopped playing full time so that he could stream full time, and he's crazy. I can't believe how good he is. Whoa, that's me. All right, there you go. He's super good. Wow, look at that fucking cheer. Someone sent you, how many bits is that? 10,000? Jesus.
Yeah, dude. Isn't that crazy?
Is that $100?
Yeah. Shout outs
Crazy.
to Ping, man. All the way from, I think, Sweden?
You don't even know where he's from?
It's hard to remember all these things, man.
Damn, I hope you don't call them friends, bro.
I wonder.
They're the repals, man.
Well, this pizza is getting worse.
Wait, what kind of pizza did you say it was?
Just some Supreme pizza.
I don't even know what a Supreme pizza is.
It's
What?
you eating?
How do you not know what a Supreme Pizza is?
Oh, I thought he meant Supreme as in like that's the name of the place.
Oh
Yeah, what's the name of the place? Where'd you get it from?
no, Domino's?
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
I mean,
Domino's.
It's Domino's, okay. Like I
Yeah.
thought it was like a pizza called Supreme Pizza. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's what I was like. What the hell is he talking about?
Yeah, I was like so confused. I was like, the clothing? Like it's a box logo pizza? What does
Dude,
that mean?
that would be some expensive ass
delivered
pizza.
to me.
Yeah, Z came with his fancy esport clothes.
Damn, that's a fucking $1,000 pizza, bro.
$2,000. Jesus.
And the false
Yeah, that's
part,
true.
as soon as I put it in my mouth,
Damn, that
no
was
quality.
Gross. That was
All
gross,
right.
man.
I
That
think
was too long of a pause.
Oh, wait. Hey, chat. Is the volume okay?
What the hell was that?
I was thinking. I like turned and looked at my closet and I was thinking about clothing and then I looked back at me on the thing here. That's what it was.
All right, here we go,
Considering
boys.
my life.
Countdown.
Yeah, I got.
What?
You know, I gotta be honest. This podcast is taking second priority. I want to change the buttons and stick out of my joystick.
You do it while you do it.
Yeah,
I
man.
feel like I could, right?
You could just
Yeah,
be
why
the new
not?
BL. Be the new BL. Here
What the
we
hell's
go.
the new BL? What the hell does the old BL do?
The old BL was, the guy, he didn't really talk a whole lot on the podcast. But here we go. We are live. Everyone can see everybody
shit.
now. This is the BOOMcast, episode number 4. I'm Rip. I'm joined, of course, by lovely cast of characters. As usual, we've got Sajam. I think you're the only person who's been on every episode of the podcast. We got Ricksteeezy. He's back with us. And surprise,
No
down
problems.
below, Mr. Tasty Steve, all the way from Tasty Jam. He's joining us on the BOOMcast.
Tasty Jam?
That's where he's
What's that
from.
mean?
I don't know, man. He's way down there, though. Is camera not doing him any favors? He's got the top-down view, extreme. Rick's has got the bottom-up view,
Dude, I was talking about that. I can't figure out the views. Everybody else has got the top-down view, and then Rick's has got the low-end view. Like, him and Eris both have that same low point of view. I'm trying to figure out... Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the strategy. Like, should I always be streaming like that?
Yeah, do it.
What up, guys? It's me. We're here with another stream. We're gonna play some Tekken 7 today. Is this like a more flattering angle
I
than
think
the
it's
traditional?
That
Definitely.
looks gross as shit.
Yeah, I
That
mean-
looks like the Cave of Wonders from Aladdin. That
I don't understand. Like, is down here a better angle than up here? What's the difference?
I think the
Oh,
difference
yeah.
is that you can't see your hair as well from the down-up
Oh, we got a
angle.
hair cam?
Yeah, there you go. See, that's your flattering view. Perfect, right there.
All right, here we go, guys. We're here with the podcast. What's good? Our topics today: dandruff, how to prevent it, preventative and proactive measures.
Head and shoulders, 2-in-1. Works every
Yeah,
time.
It's weird. I don't know about these angles, dude. I don't understand it.
I'm telling you, man. There's strategies to the selfie, man. The fat
Oh,
girls. They gotta
shit.
take. They take the picture from outer space to make themselves look slim.
Yeah,
with the
they like
satellite,
cover
dude.
their bodies and everything. I don't understand.
Oh my
It's
god.
like-
Angles are
like
better
that.
for fat
It's
girls.
the down to up angle. It's 100% the down to up angle, man.
Yeah,
Wear
See the
black,
curvature of the
slimming
chin?
clothes.
Tells the story, bro.
you guys are fucked up. I just gotta say, the fucking outer space angle, Jesus Christ. Anyways,
No, I've had bad experiences with. You guys remember TwitchCon? I had bad experience.
Damn.
wait, fill us in. I was gonna jump into all these tournaments that happened. We have somewhat of a shorter show this week. We've been
Which
extending.
one?
Yeah, we've been extending the
I-
show.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We can keep it the normal length. She was extended, and I wanted nothing to do with it.
Oh damn! I completely forgot about. I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? I remember.
It was wild.
I totally forgot about that. Man, she really had a thing for you, didn't she?
Yeah, dude. She was. It was. I don't remember who
But
spurred her on,
Sajam.
but it was bad, dude. It was.
You
Really
straight up said she was extended.
Look, the reason I'm allowed to talk shit on her is because she
Oh,
said, she said, I'm gonna sit down and kiss you, and I said, no, I don't want to be kissed, and she said, no, I'm gonna kiss you, and I said, no, I'm cool, and then she sat down, and then she went to try to grab me. It was a fucking two break, and I was like, boom, and I fucking out of there. I was like, I gotta get the fuck away from this person. You try to forcefully impose your will, then I get to talk shit about how you look
For the rest of your life, apparently. Yeah.
No means no. Yeah, I jumped from one couch to the other, and I said out loud, I almost died. And she took a lot of offense to that. I was like, look.
She looked like she was about to cry, to be fair. But
dude, she came back around and like stood. So like Sajam left, and she came back around and was like sitting in the same spot next to me, talking to somebody else about it. So I was like, oh man, it's like I don't know why he would do that. I'm like, oh shit.
No
I'm
means
gonna go
no.
check on my friends. You know.
yeah.
No
And so
means no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all left after that. But yes,
That was
this-
definitely the breakup situation.
that was
that was
definitely.
definitely-
Rip, why are you using your mouse on Steve's face? What are you doing down
Oh,
there?
you're right. You know, it's hard because okay. So in my defense, the way this works is like it's
Yo,
capturing.
what are you doing? Hey, Rip.
Yo, hold on.
This is why I
Also-
didn't want to come on your goddamn show.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
also
he's gonna
look-
be doing some freaky shit. That's why I don't want to be a part of
Let
this,
me just
man.
point out-
Sajam told me you was ogling his hair like a little pervert. You need to
Ogling?
calm down.
Ugly. Jeez Louise. Anyways, can we start the show yet? What are you gonna say, Ricky? Go ahead.
Yeah, just make
The
sure you
mou-
keep the
the
goddamn
mouse-
cursor off of me. How about that? That's what I want to
The
make
mouse,
sure.
the mouse was
Looking at
white,
my
and then as
keys.
soon as you put it
That's
over
what you're doing,
Steve's
you
body, it
pervert.
ended up turning black. I have no idea why.
That's hella true.
I don't know why I did that.
I don't know why it did that
It's
either, Ricky.
transparent.
It is what it is. That's all I can say.
Oh man.
But you know, usually after Evo, we have a kind of a wind down. It becomes the off season, but not anymore. There have been a buttload of events lately.
Yeah.
You know, the last show we did, we recapped like the top 8s of every event that happened, and we showed you all the points and everything. I don't want to do that again. That takes way too much time. The show ended up being like an hour and a half. I want to keep this down to an hour if we can. So first event, off the top of my head that we can go through here. It's definitely not off the top of my head, but Tekken World Tour Korea happened, and
yeah.
you know the big deal about that one. Tasty Steve, you were there. You were in Korea.
Yeah, that shit was it was actually like crazy. We hung out like the first night with like JDCR and Saint, and I'm just gonna call that the night, the time. Just forgot. I don't even want to go into that.
Dude, Steve was telling us today, he's like, look at this picture of this club. I don't remember going there at all,
Oh
but I
my
got a
God.
video of it. He's
Wow.
like, yeah, I lived the whole night through my camera reel.
Yo, I 100% because I didn't remember shit. I was bodied, right? So like, first off, I get there and fucking Sky's like, yo man, they're on the way to you guys, and there's like a 30-minute train ride or whatever the case. So we get there, and Saint's already going in. Like the pictures that are on my phone is legit more and more bottles in each picture, and you just see Saint's face changing. The picture I showed you guys.
Oh, it's so good.
It was so crazy. And then it was a video of us in the club where it was like I'm just scanning and you could just see like girls. It's like, and it's like nothing. And then it goes and you can hear me and they were just like, yeah, man, where did I get this cigarette from? And they were like, that's your second one. I'm like, what the hell is going on? When did I get a cigarette? They were like, you kept asking for a cigarette. And then we were in the VIP. There were girls. It was a bunch of crazy shit going on, man. Either way,
That was the tournament.
That sounds
it's
amazing.
in the tournament.
No, that was the
So-
better part of the story, I think. Shit.
But it was like, it was really dope because it was a lot of like players there that I had like never actually seen before.
Right.
So I didn't know what the fuck they looked like. And it's, what is it? It's Kudans, right?
Yes.
Kudans was
Yes,
there.
sir.
I took photos with him for the first time. Bohi was there. Misty was there. It was like a lot of like throwback names that I hadn't heard in a while. But like the event itself was like super esportsy. Like the whole center was set up in like these red like Tekken Tour drapes and shit. It looked ridiculous. And they had these big ass Samsung TVs where they were playing like casuals on them. And NBC was there. He had like a art. I guess they were writing like an article or some shit about him because they were following him around, and I was running around with the choppy thing that he does on stream all the time. But the matches were like fucking ridiculous. It was like a full day of Tekken, and like the amount of like the competition on the off-screen matches, like the on-screen matches were all crazy, but the off-screen matches were fucking ridiculous. Like it was like some head, like people were getting decapitated in the pool. It was crazy. It was a really good event.
Yeah, he had knee not making out of his own pool, right?
Yeah, dude, he got beat by like the first pool guys that we saw that actually played. That was he bodied himself because he played a completely different character, and I was like, either he thinks that he can beat this guy, or he really and truly believes that this guy sucks. But he got bodied, so.
Yeah, it's really crazy. I mean, that was obviously one of the most stacked events in the Tekken World Tour, right? I mean, Japan and Korea, obviously, arguably, you know, the best regions to play Tekken in the world. And so obviously a bunch of them were there at that event. And it was amazing because, of course, you know, Naroma ends up coming out and winning the whole thing, resetting the grand finals, beating Saint in the loser final. It was just insane, right? And Naroma, for those of you guys who didn't watch it or haven't seen it yet, he's a Jack player from Japan. And in the mirror match against Saint, he beat him with Fang. And Steve, you interviewed him about that after, right? I mean,
yeah,
I don't really recall.
So me and Giuna actually interviewed him afterwards, and he was like, and Giuna actually asked me, he was like, "Yo, what do you think he did?" He said, as a Tekken player, what do you think he did? I was like, the only thing that could have happened was the fact he's like, "Yo, I play that character. I know what's gonna bother that character." So when we asked him during the interview, that's exactly what he said. He was like, "I have a problem fighting Fang with Jack. Like it's really hard for me." So I knew that would be a problem, and I tried it out. And that's when I knew it would work. That's how he beat Saint. And then, even more so into that matchup, he said, I looked at those guys play. I see what they do all the time. And I just did the opposite of that. So it was like, it was basically the fact that we always see Saint and JDCR in like a top 8 or a top 2 grand finals. That actually came back to haunt him. Because he was like, yo, I saw all of that shit. Now I just countered it. And that's what got him the tournament. We were trying to figure out where he was from, but they were saying he plays really like in a far off province in Japan, so they don't know him, but he said he was aware of the scene and how people played Jack, and he said if they could do it, then he could do it too, and that's kind of what it was.
Yeah, I heard something about him being like one of the first like highest ranked Jacks in Japan or something. So he's obviously not like a new player or something. He's been around. He just, I guess, not part of like the Tokyo scene, so he doesn't probably get as much love as the other Japanese Tekken players.
All right.
Any thoughts on that event otherwise, Ricky? I mean, Japan beating Korea.
That never happened. They said that's never happened. Dude, they were freaking out because you can tell, like, while we were there and we're watching it, like, everybody else was in straight, like, is this really about to happen? Like, they didn't think. Dude, that's the only thing everybody was talking about. They was like, yo, is he really about to win this tournament? And Mark was like, dude, no Japanese guys are going to be top 8. That's exactly what he said. I was like, he said, dude, we were talking about it the entire weekend. He was like, yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. And I'm like, dude, I'm saying at least 2 Japanese players. And he was like, nah. And then, like, I think it was like top 16 was 4 actually. And then 2 of them got knocked out. And then, you know, Roma ended up winning the tournament. But a lot of people knew it. They were aware of it, that had never happened before. But even more so, the closer and closer it got to happening, you can see, like, all of Korea, like, rallying to support every part of Korea. Like, that was like I was like, oh shit, they are getting serious right now. Like, they were getting louder and louder, and then when it started not going their way, it was just fucking mute. Like,
I saw
shit. I was like, yo, damn. But then the matches started speaking. Like, it's, you know how, like, when we're at Evo and shit, and you can see when it's not going the way of Evo, like, it's not going U.S. style, you know, people want the United States player to win, and they get quiet, and then they get hyped for the matches. That's what happened.
No, I felt the exact same thing while watching the stream. Like, you could see, like, as JDStar was losing, he would tilt his head, and the crowd would just be, like, silent. Like, everyone would be like, oh, shit, this is getting bad. Like, can our hero pull through? Like, you know, the whole world is, like, waiting, like, praying, and, like, nope, didn't happen, man. Naroma wins. Japan beats Korea in Korea. And, of course, you know, the coming up is going to be Tekken World Tour, Tokyo Tekken Masters event. So the Japan event is coming up. That's in 2 weeks. So Korea will maybe go get the run back. I'm going to be down there, actually. It's going to be crazy.
I don't know what the standings are like now, but Noroma, with that win, I think put himself in the top 5 in the Asian region. Wow. And Take has been pretty much. Take also made top 8 as well as Tsubumi. And I think that all of those guys are going to obviously, I'm sure they'll be at the Japanese tournament. Knee having such a poor showing, I think, is still up there, but because he had that win in Singapore, but like the whole Asian region's a bloodbath. It's not like America where Anakin is winning everything, just walks in, takes the shit, and then all of a sudden he leaves the points. Right? It's like that place is a bloodbath. Everyone is fucking up everyone, and we have no idea what's happening. Dude, I have no idea what's happening in Europe. Europe is their own like separate plane of awesome.
It was really scary, man. Like I can tell you right now, like after being in like a bunch of the territories doing like high, like and Rip and Sajam, like you guys already know, like we've traveled like since last year, and then, like to be going to these different territories and see how they play on their home soil is completely different. It's really crazy what it does to like the different players when we see those guys like in their environment and seeing how they treat it differently. It's crazy. It's really cool though.
No, it's definitely really cool. And speaking of Europe, versus fighting just happened as well. And again, we ended up with JDCR and Saint going to the grand finals again. A lot of people were really butthurt, just like, oh, it's this match again. I felt like a lot of people didn't really care to watch it again either. But Europe, as you mentioned, was kind of like it's unclear who is the top dog out there at this point, because Arkham Caper got third place. I have never heard of him before. He's a Fang player. Kanan Trench was in that top 8. I think he went home with like 5th or something. I saw Ezzy, aka Starscream. He was in that top 8 as well. But I didn't see like Asim in there, who was like a big name in the UK Tekken scene before. Reinhardt, I don't think he's playing Tekken anymore, so he was kind of the big face of UK Tekken before, but he's definitely not there anymore. So it feels like there's this big void, at least in the UK side. And even Harry Potter, I didn't see Harry Potter in the top 8. I don't know if he went to the event. But, it was a pretty big event in Europe, and it was kind of weird to see not a lot of top European representation, I guess. Other than Kanan Trench, who's been doing pretty well everywhere, but didn't even crack the top 3. So Arkham Caper, congrats. I mean, you're the top placing European at that event, and most people in America, at least, have not really heard of you.
Yeah, I definitely don't know who that is. So I don't even know where to start. Like, what character does that guy even play?
Fang Wei. Oh, yeah, and the other guy was, I think his name was like The Truth or something, or maybe just Truth. But he was also a Fang player. So it seems like Fang is this secret top tier UK character that people haven't gotten their heads around it. Myself included, I can't figure out how to beat that character. So Fang is interesting. So that was versus fighting for me. I watched that just early today, actually. And then let's go on. Let's go to Vianality, some Injustice stuff. Tasty? You want to talk about that? I know you watched the top 8.
That shit was good. I actually went back and watched it again.
Again?
Yeah, I went back because it was like a lot of it was a lot of stuff in there. I mean, just the tech that they were playing, because this is like fresh off the patch. So it's like a lot of stuff was changing in the game, and I wanted to see like a lot of the changes that they made to like some of the characters, like Black Adam and like the damage nerf and how people would like play it, and it made a lot of sense. So I kept going back and watching. A lot of players I hadn't heard of. What is his name? Vamini, that Green Arrow player. Yo, that dude was doing some goddamn work. Madsen, I had never even heard of that guy, but I know he had been around for a while. Madsen doing some crazy shit with Batman. Who else?
Madsen the Sub-Zero player in MK?
Foxy. He was a Sub-Zero player, and he couldn't play him because what's crazy was everybody thought he was gonna play him, but he didn't play him. Because you couldn't play him. He's not tournament legal. But he didn't even play him at the tournament after either. So, but
takes a while. Maybe.
Foxy with some crazy matches. It was so many Supergirls, but all of them were really good. Like I saw I think 3 or 4 mirror matches. It was just like Supergirl alone. But no, it was so many good players. It was like a lot of good players there that I had not heard of, just now starting to follow the scene where it's like that many players. Like, so it was a lot to take in at one time.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on that, Sajam? Finality?
What Steve was trying to say is that Sonic Fox's Captain Cold is ridiculous.
Yes.
That's really the big story about Vianality. It was absurd. Like, he showed up, and Theo was talking about how he was preparing for all these characters. He's like, I'm ready for, Black Canary now. I've studied the Red Hood matchup. I've studied this. Boom, Captain Cold. It's like, all right, well, there it is. So he's been tearing it up with Cold lately. He's been playing basically Cold and Red Hood this patch. Those are the 2 characters that he's played the most. They're both really setup heavy, really strong characters. And Captain Cold got, he's better this patch for sure, but it's really interesting to me because I think that the strong characters before were just so dominant and so good in the neutral, and Cold's mids are pretty bad. He doesn't have really great mid attacks to fight those kind of characters. But yeah, he did awesome. Sonic Fox's game plan and playstyle, I don't know if anybody else has an idea how to beat it. At Vianality, White Boy got second to him. I think he was in grand finals with him. He was the closest to doing anything. That was the first tournament he was playing Cold at, and I think he didn't lose a single game with Captain Cold until grand finals.
Wow. That's
Who was that
ridiculous.
match? What was that match against the Bane player? Happy Pal?
Yeah, was he playing Cold? I don't think he lost. He didn't lose a game with Cold until grand final. He lost games with other characters, but that was like the first time that he had lost. Was like he lost 1 or 2. I think he lost 2 games actually. I think it was 3-2 in grand finals. But yeah, he was just crushing people with Captain Cold. It was like absurd. Like his game plan is really good. The only characters I think that are good against him are characters who like either maul him and can make it in before he gets trade charged, or characters who can stay full screen and just like keep away from everything he's doing.
So you think like Deadshot might be good against them?
Deadshot's good. That's why Samij played Ivy against him at Summer Jam. Yeah, any character who can kind of just stay away and avoid it, because all he wants to do is like he charges up the gun. He does like this motion where he charges up the gun. He gets level 2. He shoots the snow globe, and then like if you're in the snow globe, you take damage over time. You're slowed down, right? It's like Flash's trait where you just can't move or anything like that, and it's super like you're just stuck. It sucks.
Damn.
Super powerful. If you stay in there for like I think it's 7 seconds or whatever, you freeze. So yeah, it's super good.
I'm seeing someone in the chat say that Slayer didn't do so hot.
Yeah, I don't even know what he got at Vianality. I know Slayer was out there. 13th apparently, but yeah, he didn't do super great out there. He lost to like a local player I think in his pool, and then made it out in the losers bracket by beating Madsen, and then like he didn't make it super duper far.
That's ridiculous. So yeah, that was insane. And let's just stay with Sajam. Let's move on to Japan Cup. Switch gears. Go to some Street Fighter 5. I think it's the only major Street Fighter 5 event that's happened in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's probably the big one to talk about. Japan Cup was excellent. First and foremost, thanks to Momochi and Choco for running an incredible it's very rare that you watch like Asian events, especially for Street Fighter, I feel like in particular, and it's a good tournament. Like it's like everything looks like it runs on time. The stream is not like 360p. It's like you can hear like there's like a Japanese stream being pumped in, and Z is just trying to yell over them or something. It's like just some like hodgepodge of like whackness. Like it was actually super good. The tournament was awesome. Probably the best Asian tournament that I remember spectating for Street Fighter 5. I loved it. A lot of people were commentating. Yeah, he was. They did 3-man commentary for Top 8 with Obama, Z, and Giuna. I thought that was really fun to listen to. Kijipamu's Geef really surprised a lot of people. Everybody was like, who is this unknown Zangief that no one's ever heard about? This guy should travel. But nobody realized that he is a master rank Geef player. He plays online all the time in Japan. He's done well at offline tournaments before. He actually went to EVO this year, which a lot of people might not have known. He got like 197th place or something at EVO.
Yo, and top 200, let's go.
Yeah, and he got 3rd place at Japan Cup, which is really impressive. A lot of people were also really happy with Chris T doing well, right? He went out there to train for a while and then ended up doing super well. He got 7th place, which he was like he was the last samurai.
Last samurai. No, I saw the tweet from
the lone white man in that tournament. He did good for a gaijin. 7th place, not bad. He went out there to train earlier with Momochi, did well. Haitani ended up taking it. Fudo, 2nd place. Those two are the most consistent Japanese players overall, so not surprised to see them 1st and 2nd. It was a sick tournament.
How long was Chris T in Japan?
Like, I think like a week before that or something like that, a week and a half. I don't know. He was staying with Momochi and Choco and training online and offline at their gatherings and stuff, like the Akihabara weekly they do, and playing online on Momochi's account.
Yeah, I mean, and also, shout outs to Hi Fight. He's always pulling through with all the Street Fighter 5 clips. I saw the clip from WNF actually, because I missed WNF. I slept through it last night completely. Yeah, dude. Karate Fear's V-Trigger cancel on the Dawson Limb. I was like, what? EX Tatsu after? I was like, that was tight. So yeah, man, Japan, if you guys want to level up in a fighting game, go to Japan, go to Korea, and just grind for a week, and all of a sudden you'll come back and be even better than before. It's amazing. It's ridiculous.
It depends on what game you're playing, though. I don't think you can go to Japan and get good in Justice.
Or more. You gotta go to Singapore and play with Shin.
Yeah.
You might be right.
He went to Vianality and actually did pretty well. I think he got like 13
did
or something.
pretty well.
Like, oh yeah, I saw him tweet out that he was going to go there and play Injustice. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
so
he went just to play Injustice. He got
tied
13
Slayer.
with Cheetah. Yeah, with Cheetah.
Wow, Cheetah was
I think that's
one of those
so
characters.
sick.
Yeah,
Cheetah is she's very underexplored. She's a very Shen character because she's like secret, no one plays her, and she's like weird. so you don't know what's happening. And yeah, she's a cool character.
She was one of the first characters I looked at in Injustice 2 because I remember Rio put out a video about her and going over all of her like options. I was like, what the hell? This seems kind of good. And I never touched her, you know? I think that's what everyone did.
She is fun. She's like very like, she's as quick. She's like super quick, mobile, mixed up character. She's cool.
All
you
right.
can get in at like instant overheads and stuff like that, diving halfway across screen. She has a good like the cheetah leap, like the pounce thing is really good. Her sweeps hella fast. And like Xian was like doing a great job of like legit walking in and out and going for down 3 a lot. Like it was so sick. And on top of that, like I feel like the only thing that happened was he cracked towards the end. He started dropping a lot of combos at the end, especially like in the corner, and he couldn't stop a lot of the pressure stuff, which basically ended up killing him. He basically
that's legacy stuff, you know. You gotta, if you're used to the game, you know how to deal with it. If you played MK or Injustice, you know how to stop a lot of things. But he's newer, so it takes time.
Yeah, I mean that's awesome. Though. I'm glad that he's playing it. You know, I saw also Punk was tweeting about how like, hey man, should I actually be playing more Injustice?
Yeah, because he lost 3-1 to Dragon, and he was like, I almost beat the Evo champ. I should just play. And I was like, they got you for life. Like Dragon was like, yo, if I let Punk win one game, then he'll be playing Injustice forever. I'm gonna get that pot money. Let's go. And now he's stuck. He's gonna play forever.
Hey, but he got second place in NLBC.
Yeah,
he did. To Coach Steve, I heard Coach Steve beat him up with Grot. I didn't see it.
Damn, that's pretty tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coach Steve has been repping Grot since the game came out, basically. But let's move on. Ricksteeezy, Summer Jam. Tell us a little bit about Tekken there.
Anakin went to Summer Jam, took a shit, and walked out with a hella points again.
He does it again.
The same old. Joey Fury got second with the robot. I believe Anakin played Paul. Because to be honest, I did not watch it.
Same.
Because, you know, to be honest, I saw the results and I'm like, yeah, it makes sense, right? Obscure got third, which is nice. Obscure did really well. He played really well. Fourth, I believe, was Princess Ling. And then who cares about the rest? Anyways, all that really matters though is that Anakin has hella points. P-Ling has been consistent in top 8, so he's making hella points.
Yep.
Speed Kicks has no consistency whatsoever, so I have no idea how many points he has because he didn't make top like 16.
What?
He wasn't even top 8. Yeah, he lost
17th.
He lost to. Damn, I don't even remember who he lost to in winners, but in losers, I know for sure he lost to Poke Chop.
Damn,
I remember that.
Chop.
Yeah.
Yikes. Man, Poke Chop is pretty consistent then. He's more consistent at this point than Speed Kicks almost.
He got top 8.
Yeah, he made top 8.
Yeah, top 8 of CEO as well, and I think even DreamHack Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of just kind of it's basically, I think P-Ling and Anakin, and just overall in terms of the point standings, I think they're the safest. Anakin obviously is the safest. I think P-Ling's fairly safe because, you know, he'll probably be going to most of the tournaments. Speed Kicks, honestly, I think is safe as well, just because he goes to many tournaments and, you know, he'll make top 8 in whatever. It's just who's gonna come after that, you know, and that's what we have to wait for all these other tournaments coming up. You know, we got the Fall Classics, the big one. You got
Absolute
Chile
Battle next week.
Absolute Battle, Chile, SCR, and obviously the regional with DreamHack Colorado. So
East Coast Throwdown as well.
Yeah, there's gonna be a ton of point getters, and Anakin's gonna be the main one. He's gonna be taking up all those points and then just like kind of like giving out the crumbs to everyone else.
Yeah, I mean it's been a crazy couple weeks as far as the whole tour goes. You know, one thing that they are changing though, you know, we can talk about this now, I guess. There's going to be a rule change for the Tekken World Tour, and they just announced this on Twitter recently. I saw Mr. Naps was asking the Hado about it. I saw Ricky jump in there on Twitter as well, and basically it's about stage select. So I guess previously, you know, if you're playing on a stage and say it's an infinite stage, right? It just randoms to an infinite stage. You lose, and then you have control. You're like, all right, I'm just going to rematch because I still want infinite stage. You know, it's not really a random stage at that point. So the new rule is that it has to be a random stage every single time. So you have to go back to stage select every single time. Otherwise, it's considered cheating, I guess. I mean, what's the penalty if you say instant rematch and you just play on the same wall stage or something?
They probably make you rerun it or play it, change it.
That's
I feel like
I feel like this rule just got decided like right then. It was like somebody was like, just make them change stages every time. It's fine.
Yeah, that's like the easy way to avoid all the props, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's actually pretty fucking smart.
I think that's going to slow down tournaments, though. You know, like, because it's got to load a new stage every time. In my mind, like, as a player, like, sometimes you're, like, on a balcony stage, and you're like, well, whatever. It's walls. I like walls. He likes walls in this matchup. I don't care either. Just run it back, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think there's only 2 infinite stages in the game, so most of the time you're going to get a wall stage, so it's not even that big of a deal. Like, say you're on that Akuma stage, right? That's a big-ass open stage with the walls, too, right? So it's like, as a player, that's my ideal stage, because it's kind of infinite, kind of still has walls in it. So, I don't know. It's an interesting rule change. Thoughts on it, Ricky?
It's fine by me. I mean, it makes sense. It's the only way you can really promote equal, you know, the equal RNG, you know, because if even like let's just say I play against a Lily player and we're on that floor break stage and I beat that Lily player, of course they're gonna rematch. And of course, you know, like I wouldn't mind that if the rule said the losers can pick stage, but since they can't pick stage, they're picking a stage by hitting rematch.
Right.
I'll be like, I'll call them out, you know, that because that's what the rules state. Now, if the rules were the loser can pick stage, then to be honest, which is probably the rule that it should be, in my opinion, because then it would make everything a lot smoother. Rematch, if you choose rematch, that's choosing a stage. If you choose sage, that's choosing a stage. Choose a character, that's choosing a stage. You know, so that would solve everything. But obviously, that's not the direction they want to go in. So you got to rematch or random select every time.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
what it
really.
is.
I mean, what are your thoughts on just random stage versus loser pick stage anyway? Like personally, I since I've been competing, it's always been random stage.
He gonna ask him and then just cuts him off to answer.
Yeah.
The question.
Well, no, hey, look,
Hey, how do you feel about that? You know how I feel about it.
Hey, straight cut him off, dude.
Okay, hold on for your thoughts there a second, Ricky. Let me tell you really quick what I think about it. As far as I've been competing, it's always been random, right? And I didn't really think about it one way or another, whether it should be random or whether it should be loser pick. Your thoughts about that? That's all I was gonna say. Come on, I wasn't gonna cut him off.
You get to say your thoughts next Thursday.
Send it to me in an email. I'll read it on the next BOOMcast.
I'll decide whether or not it's worth reading. I mean, I've always been on the side of stage select for the losers. I don't care, to be honest. Like I don't mind it. So I think that it's an okay thing to have because that's the reason why stage select's in the game, for you to choose a stage. So, you know, like that's how they do it in some certain Japanese tournaments. They allow like not necessarily the losers, but like in team tournaments, if you eliminate my teammate and I come up, I get to choose a stage now.
Right.
You know, so I think it goes like that.
That kind of gives the loser an advantage, right? Same as when the loser gets to switch characters, but the winner has to stay. It's the same thought process there, right?
Same thought process.
Yeah.
So that's why I have no issue with choosing stages, but at the same time I have no issues with random stages either. That's just
I think the problem everybody has is that it's just gonna take forever because you have to reload a stage every time, right? That's like the one concern everybody has. You have to go back to stage and then random again and then reload the game, and it takes a long time.
Yeah, but how many people actually care about how long a tournament runs?
I mean, the people who playing in it do.
You know, hey, that reminds me, Steve. How long was the Korea event that you were at? Did that tournament run really long? It was a one-day event,
it was
right?
4 days, man. 2 people died. Like I'm fucking. Nah.
Rip's face, he was like, "What? It was 4 days? How did I miss that?"
I only watched one of the 4 days.
It actually we actually kind of talked about it. It was kind of long because it was only me, Giuna, and Markman. But when the rotation of 3-man, it sucked for somebody. But when it came down to it, I really didn't mind. And it also makes it so I see everything that happens throughout the day. And if the tournament is hype enough to keep me interested enough to where I don't mind staying there, and fucking at the end of the night, I'm holding a cigarette with a bottle of rum, match 28. Oh man, these guys are going. I don't want to. As long as that's not the case, I'm fine. But the way it worked out, I kind of played to where it got to the end of the day, and it felt so. It was the proper ending to an event. It was actually pretty cool, but it was a little taxing. But it basically went from you know how typically we do a 2.5 hour top shift. It actually just moved up and was you did 2:45 and some change. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
That's not too bad. You know, another thing I remember reading about, after that Tekken World Tour Korea event happened, I guess either the organizers or somebody else related to the organizers or something, they put up this long ass post about what a blow up it was from their end, and it was essentially something along the lines of, you know, Namco didn't really support this event. You know, we had to pay for the venue. and then it cost X amount of dollars, and then we had so many players and we had to get it all done in one day, and so then that's why they kind of like rushed everyone out afterwards. And the monitor sponsorships weren't in place, and so there were different kind of monitors everywhere, and players weren't happy with that.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, so I mean, you since you're there on the floor, just about the monitors, did you hear anything about like lag with the monitors? I'm not sure about that, and so I just wanted to ask.
I did actually. I did. It was a few of the players I asked, especially when it was just like brought up, the monitors did lag, and on top of that, that alone is like the venue was really nice, but I don't know how, like, I know it was really crowded right there in like the game section itself. And if it was rushed, I will say this, it definitely did not look like it. Like, I just thought like everybody wanted to help once it was said and done, But that, I mean, we've been to tournaments before where they're like, yo, man, get your shit and get out. That's just how it works. Regardless of like how much money was spent, you still want to run a timely event. And in all honesty, like by the time we got there, the way they ran that event, it actually turned out a lot better than it could have been. Because like we definitely got there and we were running a little bit behind schedule because of something small, but that stuff snowballs. We all know that. Yeah. Stuff like that snowballs. And it just got to the point where it was like, it still ran as a regular event. And the monitor issue did come up, but not until later. And basically, once people were out, most of them just left. So,
yeah. So that is what it is, I guess. But, was it also, correct me if I'm wrong, it was free to enter, right?
I'm not sure about that, but I feel like it wouldn't be. Like, I feel like it would be. It would be free to enter. Yeah, but they have money. But they have money on the line. That's a lot of money to give away for free.
That's what I'm saying, right? So I read this thing about how it cost so much money to run this event. Namco didn't support the organizing that way, etc. And I was doing the math. I'm like, you guys had like 200 players, and there's so much money on the line. Like that's the money that Namco has provided, right? So like, why not just charge $20 per player? Is that like, maybe it's not allowed in that country to do that? I don't know. Maybe it's a legal issue, right? But that's how things are done, at least in the States, right? Like all of our TOs, they get the prize pool, the pot bonuses for the events, but their events, like we pay $50 registration plus $20 per game or $10 per game, whatever it is, and then that's how they make back their money from putting on, running a convention center or a hotel ballroom, etc. Right? So I don't know if that's like the legality issue in Asia or whatever, but that's what it's a potential issue, I guess, that they got to look at going forward.
That venue was nicer than, that was like an esports event for real. Like when I mean like they literally like they had like you walk in, they had a picture section and 2 cosplay girls, and that's who were the
cosplay girls. That's esports. That's how you know you've made it.
Did you see that, Eliza? I'm just saying.
I mean, I got pictures on my phone that I haven't uploaded yet, that Eliza. But also,
damn, I don't think you took that so serious.
You're not allowed to upload those photos.
Are those the photos that you remember or you don't remember?
I remember the photos. But like they had like a bar where and they gave out snacks for like candy and stuff like that. And they had spots where you can sit. Yeah, like the event.
Sitting? You can sit somewhere?
Dude, it was like, I'm telling you right there, that venue was nice. So like people saying that, I mean, if that was the report, that's fine. I'm just telling you, like from sitting there and going back and forth, like it ran pretty well to me. And I mean, the people who probably ran it, like, Beast Pac and them, Cameraman and Chusan and them, like, if you ask them, they might say something different, but that's from the, your production. That's part of the job at this point.
All right. I think that wraps up most of it. Actually, there's one more thing I want to mention. This is not really a topic for us to talk about, but I just want to bring it up because I was watching Versus Fighting, and like nonstop, the chat was talking about the commentary, right? Like, it is what it is, right? A lot of what I want to bring up on this is when it comes to European events or Asian events, like they're not always flying out experienced commentators like us here on this squad right here, right? But at the same time, a lot of these guys, they need the experience, right? Because we can't do all the events, right? That's just how it is. And so a lot of these guys are doing this for like the first time at like this kind of a level, right? So I think everyone just needs to like take a chill pill a little bit, give them some constructive criticism. Everyone starts somewhere, and across the world, you're gonna need more commentators. So hopefully everyone can give them a little bit of a break. I think. Your thoughts on any of that, Ricky? I mean, you're kind of like a newer commentator, even though you've been doing this shit forever. I feel like a lot of people. Look at Ricky as like. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people look at Ricky as like
no future. Just give us some thoughts.
Yeah, your thoughts on these new commentators.
I'll tell you what it means. It means
Here's my thoughts.
Why am I even on this show? It's just like, there's no point. Like, what are your thoughts? All right, never mind. Anyways, I don't know. I mean, shit, people are always gonna have opinions about everything, you know. So you just either, it's either you read it or you don't, and most of the times I don't. So you can say whatever they want. And so it is what it is.
Fine.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, and I saw you tweeting, Ricky, about WNF no repeat champion. Who won last night, by the way?
Weapon Flex.
Get the fuck out of here. Weapon X won Wednesday Night Fights?
Yes, he got first. Tekken Tim got second.
Yo, why can't nobody beat this motherfucker Tekken Tim, dog? I'm getting tired of this dude, man.
But Tekken Tim
Did he
win the
beat
Wednesday
your
night
ass?
fight, so
Yeah, he whooped my ass. I didn't know what was going on. I'm still mad. Shit, I need to figure out how Steve Fox works. This shit is hard.
man, so my pool was fucked up because I lost to Weapon X and Tim in my pool.
Oh,
and they ended
God.
up getting first and second, right? Weapon X, my match with Weapon X was so trash. It was we both did not want to win. He played like shit, and I played even more shit because I lost. And then he ends up winning the damn tournament, and I lose to Tim. So that's how that went.
Did you Steve Mirror Tim?
Yeah, I'm never again. That shit was whack. I got fucked up. Every back one I threw, he threw it first. So I never won that match.
He's in the Matrix.
Yeah, so that was rough. But yeah, I was just thinking about it because after Weapon X won, I was like, huh. Last week, some guy from fucking Jersey won, and then the week before that, I just kept thinking like week after week, and I realized no single person after like 10 or 11 Wednesday Night Fights has won Wednesday Night Fights twice. That just means we suck. That's all that means.
Is
There's
that
no
what
good
that
players.
means?
There's no good players in SoCal. No one's dominant enough to win more than once.
Maybe there's so many good players that there's
Yeah,
always someone new.
You're thinking about this completely wrong.
No.
Yeah, negative Nancy, Ricky.
Here's the thing. How many out of region players have come and won Wednesday Night Fights?
That's a great point.
Pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
Every person that if you're from fucking unless you run it black and you lose to Baines and Kenny yesterday, which he did. Look at Rip's face.
Baines? Baines has just started playing Tekken again. He's taking like a 10-year break from the series.
And
he
see
beat
what
Run It
happens?
Black.
Anyone can do anything if you put your mind to it.
Damn.
But like I said, it's like just
Glasses and that haircut, you're definitely a motivational speaker right now. Mind
Breaking it down.
Everybody can do it. Just gotta
and so what I want to say is anyone can win Wednesday Night Fights twice. It's just fucking someone has to do it at some point. It's just because
Good
we're all
God.
we're all bad at this game in SoCal. That's just my personal opinion because we've let every fucking Wayne Gamble and Divine Face come in and win a Wednesday Night Fight.
Hey
So
man,
you're
we
saying
got
they suck. So you're saying they suck, Rick?
Dude, Peeling,
No,
Peeling
I'm
hit
not
me
saying
up.
they suck. I'm saying that we suck.
When Peeling was there, he hit me up and he was like, "Yo, man, I'm in grand finals or whatever." I was like, "Oh, cool," and I was like, "I'll come back and see how you're doing." And I walked to the parking structure 30 seconds away. I walked back inside and he was collecting his money and looking at Twitter. I was like, "You won already? Like, what just happened?" He was like, "Yeah, I guess I won. I don't know. I'm out of here later." I was like, "Damn, I'm just getting destroyed. What's happening?"
And that was the hard one too, because he wasn't because that was Anakin, that was Spiro, that was all these other motherfuckers that came that week. But yeah, that's just it's just something interesting stat I thought of. And so next week, someone else, Tim might finally win his first Wednesday Night Fight.
Tim hasn't won one yet, huh?
Wow, he's gotten second a bunch. I feel like, right?
Second twice, third once in the past couple of weeks. So like the lore is that he doesn't have a job, and so he said once he doesn't have a job and he's get good, now he's second and third place at Wednesday Night Fights.
How the hell is he surviving?
Well, fuck if I know. Fucking playing Tekken.
He's playing Tekken all day. He doesn't need nourishment. He's got back one.
I mean, shit. Beautiful
Shit,
dude
I
got
ate
fourth
plenty
place
enough.
yesterday.
Goddamn.
What?
Beautiful dude got fourth place yesterday.
Oh
What?
yeah.
He just started playing Tekken.
He's the Tanukana killer.
Like Beautiful gets fourth by
Are you
beating.
serious? He like legit started playing Tekken in this game.
Yeah, he beat Kenny and he beat I think True to get top 4.
Wow, what
Oh,
character is
shit.
True using now? Is it Oscar still?
Oscar.
Oscar. He's still using Oscar.
Jeez, he keeps on swapping around, man. He keeps on swapping around. Hopefully Oscar sticks with them, though. But damn, that's crazy. So a different player has won Wednesday Night Fights for the last, 10 weeks or whatever it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing the math.
crazy.
It's almost like 10 weeks, right? I think it's 11 weeks, yeah. Jeez Louise, that is ridiculous. All right. That's crazy. SoCal sucks, but we get top 8 at Evo, so that's all that counts. Good shit, Sukin. Good shit. SoCal's on top. Let's see what else we got here. We got, oh man, yeah, Tekken World Tour Australia Online happened. It was the first online event. It was this past weekend, and it was a blow up. It was like an hour and a half to start because I guess they were trying to connect. Because you know when you do online tournaments, you got to spectate the match, right? And then you have your commentators do it. What up, Rick?
Vi told me about this.
Yeah, he broke it down to us yesterday.
So
well,
apparently, if your ping is too high, like you like just in lobbies, you can never connect. Like you cannot get someone to join.
Yeah.
So if Vi tried hosting a room, inviting these two players, they can't get in. They can't join his room because the ping is too high. They can never join his room.
Whoa.
And so
That
and vice versa. He can't join their room, so he can't broadcast his match. So what he did, I think, was something that had to do with Burnout Fighter hosting.
He had Burnout Fighter watch the match, and then he like screen cap Burnout Fighter's like broadcast, and then put it on as the stream or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he had to go through a middleman to get to
Damn.
get it to work. So that was rough.
It was super
String
duper.
transactions.
And the crazy thing was I was watching it, like I tuned in like maybe like an hour late. I was like, oh, it already started. Let me go check out what's going on here. And I get in there and they're still talking about the stream dying. I'm like, oh, well, they must have at least run some matches. No, they hadn't, right? And then at that point, they finally got it to connect through Burnout Fighter stream. And you see the players connect, and then it's like that connecting thing comes up as it's about to load in, and it disconnects from the lobby. I was like, Jesus. So it's like the Tekken 7 netcode issue that they have, plus the netcode issues with just trying to host the online thing to spectate it. I was like, oh my God. Just a total blow up. Hopefully they fix a lot of that. That's obviously has been some of the issues that's been plaguing the game since launch, where like sometimes you load into a match and it just takes forever for no reason, even though the last match loaded in fine or something. So they definitely have stuff to work out there. But coming up this weekend is going to be the North American West Region online tournament. So fingers crossed, hope that goes well. If you guys haven't signed up, it's I got it right here actually.
Did you sign up?
I haven't signed up yet, but it's Smash.gg.
Where did Sajam go?
Huh? What the hell? How does this always happen?
I don't know. It's not my fault. Smash.gg.
I'm here every week. Put me in the fucking screen.
Smash.
I'm the only loyal one.
That's a very good point, Sajam. Smash.gg/TWT online. That's where you go to sign up. If you scroll down, you can choose the tournament you're in. Like, make sure you read it. There's like Southeast Asia, North America West, Steam, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. So pick the one. You can only sign up for one of them, by the way. So make sure you choose the correct one and sign up for it that way, because otherwise you'll be doing the wrong thing.
I think I signed up for Steam, and I wish I had an Xbox One.
Damn. That's crazy.
Do you have an Xbox One?
I have no idea what you're referring to, and I'm totally going to sign up for Xbox One.
I'm
here's
trying
the
to
thing.
give you hints here, brother.
Honestly, I had a code for Xbox One, and I never set it up. So I'm gonna make sure my code still works, and then I'm gonna register. That's where I'm at with that. Yeah, back to format. Look at Sajam, he's back. Never left at all. Wonderful. Also, as far as Tekken goes, we are winding down here. Tekken DLC sometime this month. Tekken Bowling is the one that's coming out. We don't know anything about it or when it's coming out, right? Your face is lit up like you knew something about it, Steve.
I thought they had a date for it already.
Oh yeah, what's the date, Steve? Don't say it if you're not supposed to say it.
Steve has the date. He's over there emailing, and he's getting right through.
There's a date? What are you talking about? There's no date.
It's on his phone next to all those pictures he's not supposed to show anybody. But yeah, all right, cool. That's all the Tekken stuff. That's all the event stuff. There is a new game coming out next month. It's called Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And they've got a new trailer. It just came out today. Let me show you guys this really quick. They fixed her face. Chun-Li's face.
Hey.
Look at it, Ricky. What do you think, man?
What the fuck? I'm gone again.
You enjoy being gone.
I mean, you could put Sajam's face on it and it'd probably look about the same.
Come on, man. You tell me that's not a major improvement?
Hey, look at her hair. It's sort of my hair. It's getting there, kind of. I just noticed. I feel like it's sort of looking, if you took off the things on top.
Yeah.
That face looks 1,000 times better.
Yeah, I went from PS2 to PS3. It's pretty nice.
Get out of here, man. You still a hater, dude, about these graphics?
No, I mean I'll be honest. It looks alright. Like I'm not.
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm not blown away by it. Like, am I supposed to be shocked about it? It's like, no, it looks like how it should look. That's how it should have looked the first time. Why am I going to give them credit for fixing something that was so whack the first time just to make it how it was supposed to look the second time?
Trying to get left behind, bro. You better watch that.
Man, I let that bus pass me a long time ago.
You're never gonna catch it with that attitude either.
Rocket Raccoon looks
Greyhound.
Cool,
yeah, Dante looks better now too, doesn't he?
Yeah, they fixed. Dude, I'm so happy they fixed Dante's face. Holy moly, he looked like a Tony Hawk's fucking creative character before. Like, what the hell is happening? Gross ass character. That's all I wanted to play.
Yeah, there was this. So basically, if you guys haven't seen, this is a new story mode trailer. It's the full story trailer. I guess that's the name of it, right? They also fixed.
Let's go.
They also fixed Chris Redfield's face too, right?
Yeah, he looks way better in that.
Yeah, everyone looks way better. Everyone that you guys gave them your constructive criticism about, they've apparently listened to it and they've changed it. And you know, I feel
like this Chris shot was just to show that they fixed his face.
I think so too.
Like, fuck, I guess we gotta show it.
Yeah, let's make sure that we show the Chris face. You know, we kind of fucked it up the first time. But yeah, overall, the story mode trailer looks better. I still don't think it looks like it's going to be a very good story mode. Personally, I feel like just the universes are just so different to combine them and make a cohesive, like, you know, gripping story mode between it just seems kind of hard to do.
Yeah, it's probably not easy.
We'll see. We'll see what they come up with, but
they typically try too hard and it makes it worse.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where it's headed. But you know, Black Panther looked cool. He was in there for like half a second or something. But yeah, I mean, your guys' thoughts on this in general? Marvel's Capcom Infinite?
The first
trailer looks better. Yeah.
The first trailer, like you said before, it did have it had a lot of shit that was wrong with it. But I'm happy that they actually showed a trailer that shows that they've made things better. Unlike a couple other things that we've seen in other games before. At least they're actively going back and trying this time to fix it before it gets out of hand.
What do you guys think about if this had been the first trailer? Do you think it still would have got shit on so bad?
Yeah.
Probably not as bad, but people are just really anti-Capcom. So yeah, they would have been like, it still looks whack. Try that on my Android 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of which, Dragon Ball FighterZ, a game we haven't talked about yet on the show because we've always went over. It's coming. And today, they
go further beyond, huh?
Let's go, Park!
Damn. Look at Ricky's face.
What?
What did you say about Sajam?
He just played with his nipples. I can see it on my screen.
What?
I thought I heard something about nipples. I was like, that could
so
not.
confused.
He was like this. He was like Dragon Ball. I was like, oh. You were like, oh. That's a different kind of power up, Sajam.
I think Steve powered up before this podcast. I'm feeling it. I'm like 90% sure he powered up.
90%
It's
sure.
so funny because Steve always does this power up. Oh my god! Now I'm gonna imagine Sajam next to him every single time.
Oh man, I can't fucking wait to play that game. Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
You guys don't even know.
So here it is.
Don't even know.
This is the picture that was released today.
I'm gone again. All right,
You
I'm
know
gonna
it,
grab
brother.
my nipple. Hold on.
They just revealed Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Why is it SSGSS? Why isn't it just Super Saiyan God? Right? Why does it say Super Saiyan twice? I don't know. Point is, Goku's in it, Vegeta's in it. They both got blue hair now, so shit's really cool.
You watch a lot of Dragon Ball, huh, Rip? I can
Look,
tell.
I haven't watched Super yet, all right? But more importantly, this is what more people are more excited about, right? Android 18 and Android 16 are announced and in the game. They are going to be playable, right?
Who gives a shit about 16 though? For real, 18.
Yo,
16, honestly, man. I like 16. Out, bro. I like 16.
Yeah, all the whack people like 16.
Fuck
Everyone's
you.
all amped up about fucking Rihanna, blonde Rihanna 18 over here. Fucking look at that giant ass forehead she's rocking.
You're an old hating ass dude, Rick.
Yeah, man.
And you get a haircut and take off your hat, and all of a sudden you an asshole, huh?
Yeah, man.
Motivational speaker, Rick, that wants none of your shit. You know what?
Fucking, of course, fucking Rick's is Krillin ass would like 18 anyway. I know, Ricky, you're good. But
right.
yeah, you know. Of course, Jesus. But yeah, of course, 16, 18, they're both in the game now, official. But this is what I'm super excited about. I didn't even notice this before. But they announced today online battle mode, right?
Yeah.
But party mode, play with up to 6 people. So 3v3, me, Ricksta, Sajam can go up against Tasty Steve, Beautiful Dude, and Nerd Josh or some shit. And
you guys are body.
we can beat their ass, right? I think we got them.
Fucking body.
I think we can beat them.
That's messed up that you were just gonna lie yourself like that, but you guys.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I have no faith in Rip. Rip is the weak
Yeah.
link, the obvious weak link on our team.
Look, man, when I lose, I'm blaming your dumbass for not carrying me. That's all I gotta say about that.
No, that's the problem. That's definitely the problem here.
That's why I love
like
the idea of that mode.
Yeah, I feel like I'll be okay, but then I heard the rest of my team, and I was like, Rip and I have bad teamwork, you know?
Wait,
It's-
since
You
when?
guys definitely yell at each other most of the time, but somehow
Yeah, we get the job done, actually, though. That's
It's
true.
Like
We do.
Like it's like you guys yell at each other. It's like you cavemen and you're hitting each other, and you're like, "Ooh." It's crazy, man.
Look, man, all I know is
Um,
when we play Breakaway, all right, don't I listen to you?
No, it takes forever. It takes like.
But I do.
Eventually, after like 5 games, I'm like, Rip, you
We'll
bitch.
play a long set, 1st to 10. We got him. We got him. Long set.
Perfect.
Jesus.
That sounds great.
Yeah. But Dragon Ball FighterZ, man, I'm excited. You know, we haven't really talked about it much on the show, but obviously, you know, its beta got delayed. Have they announced when the beta is? Is it coming out in September?
I don't think there's a date, right?
I thought they said
I
it
feel
was.
like there
September.
is. I think there is.
Steve
a
has
date.
all the dates, dude. He's got
Oh,
all.
I knew he was gonna say that shit. Shut up.
Steve
but
has all
that's
the
the
dates.
point.
I
not
thought I
saying
saw a
anything.
thing on the internet that definitely said September.
I
He's
thought
like,
I
yeah,
thought
it's gonna be
September.
announced right after Tekken 8 and Super Street Fighter 5 and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Extended. I'm like, oh shit.
People in the chat are saying that it's August 22nd for the
Okay.
signups. For the signups of it.
Oh,
And
okay.
They're also
That's fine.
saying
Hurry.
that the beta is 2 days before Marvel's release.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're trying to be like, hey man, save your money.
That's right. It got announced. You're right. Yeah. It ends like 2 days before Marvel's release, I think.
Wow, that's pretty cool though. So people get to play Dragon Ball, and then Marvel comes out. So gonna be a lot of fun games to play. Is all that really means. And then you'll have Marvel to fill your gap until early 2018 when
who knows when
Dragon
that'll be.
Ball finally comes
Bye,
out.
Steve.
Yeah, probably Steve knows when that's gonna be. Early 2018, Steve. When do you think that's gonna be? Pick the release date right now.
No, shit, I don't know, man. Whenever it comes out,
Make
bro.
a
I
guess.
don't even.
Make a guess. Just make a guess. Early 2018. That's what they've said.
2018?
Early 2018. They said.
Oh shit! I guess early 2018.
Yeah, I mean, pick a month. Pick a
Oh,
month.
pick a month. July.
July.
Second.
July 2nd.
Yeah, there we
you
go. All right, perfect. Early 2018. You heard it here first. Taste Steve with the predictions on the
Yo,
BOOMcast.
don't do that shit. That's not-
I gave you an opportunity, man.
No, man, when you use that voice, that shit sounds official, man. Somebody thought they heard that shit off a radio broadcast.
They're
and
just
run
gonna
and tell
clip
the
that
mom.
part. Yeah.
And the mom's gonna be
Coming
in there
July
and
2nd.
pass it to the disgruntled husband, and then her husband's gonna tweet it or some shit. Yeah, it's a dumbass Marvel versus Capcom, and the next thing you know, I'm on Kotaku for some dumb shit that you said. I'm like,
Hey, man, you said it, Steve. I'm just repeating
I
what
ain't
you
say
said.
shit. You
All right. Oh God. All right. Last thing, real quick. You know, James Chen earlier, sometime in the last 2 weeks, said something along the lines of, "If Street Fighter V dies, then the FGC dies." I'm paraphrasing. I don't know the exact quote, and I know he got a lot of flack for it, and then he kind of put out another video talking about what he actually meant to say. Sajam, am I missing anything there?
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember this is what happened. I remember seeing the clip.
Uh-huh.
I remember seeing the clip, and I just like closed the tab, and I was like, I'm gonna pretend I never saw that. It's like what happened. I was like, I'm gonna just pretend I never saw that. That was like exactly what happened. I was like, Jesus Christ. Especially because I didn't start messing around with Street Fighter really until the very end of Street Fighter 4. I started playing it, and then Street Fighter 5, right? So to me, I started with Injustice and like KI. So I'm like, the fuck do you mean if Street Fighter dies, the FGC is dead? What are you talking about? I'll just play other games. Like, I don't want it to die, but there's tons of other games that you can play. There's so many like good fighting games out right now. So, you know, the idea that if Street Fighter dies, like it kills all other games is like crazy to me. It's like, what bubble are you living in, right? Like, it's like, no, there's all these other great games that you can play. So I don't know. I thought it was a weird thing to say. And I get that he amended his statement later, but that idea would just never come to my mind.
And was it like, I mean, I don't even know. I mean, so fill me in if I'm wrong here. Was it about esports or is it just about FGC?
I don't even know. I don't even know what the whole statement was or
Right.
what was said, but just the whole idea of it seems, outlandish to me, so I'm just assuming that he meant something else, and I'm not gonna try to do the research and get angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I take it at face value that that's what he said and that's what he meant, but a lot of people have been kind of echoing that same like sentiment a while now, like where it's like, oh well, you know, if Street Fighter 5 is done, then we're done for fighting game Armageddon. I'm like, yo, bro, I've actually lived through this already, so it's not that big a thing. There are other games out there to play other than Street Fighter, so for me, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And I feel like, let's just say theoretically, for the sake of the argument, that what he says is correct. Was it really a community if like one game crashes and the whole community falls? That wouldn't even make sense. So I feel like the statement alone, like just the thought behind the statement alone is like null and void. It doesn't make sense. I don't think it can happen.
Yeah, for me, it's like when people used to say FGC before, it used to bother me because I knew they meant Street Fighter. You know, like that. Yeah. That's how I always think of. Like, you said FGC, but you meant Street Fighter. You know, and I feel like currently, actually, it took a while, but I feel like now it's kind of actually in a state where it is all these other fighting games. And I think it's finally actually the FGC where all these games are finally a part of it.
Except for Smash.
Well, yeah, I think eventually they'll get included too. You know, like give Smash,
I don't think so.
Give Melee 10 more years. I think we'll bring it in. You know, I mean I think that's where Smash is at. I'm like, that's a joke. I know a lot of you Smash guys get butthurt anytime we talk anything about Smash, right? Jesus, get over it. It's okay. It's okay. You guys have your own events. Oh man, fuck it. I'm gonna be on RCAP, aren't I? Fuck it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I would you be on RCAP and talking shit about Smash? They would like put you on a fucking like pedestal.
I've got the fucking trophy and shit right there. Yeah.
Mid-tier Indian, let's go. No, I think it's important to say that we none of us I think saw the James rant, so I don't really know the context of it.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know. The whole thing is bananas. I don't know. He ranted for like an hour. I was like, I'm not watching. This is an hour?
Damn,
that's so long. Like that's such a long rant. I was like, because the thing about to me like a solo thing like that is that like there's no one there to talk to, so you just kind of like throw your ideas out and they just exist in a space. So it's like, I don't want to see this. If there was like if it was him and David, I think I'd watch it. But I was like, man, an hour of James ranting, like I was like, I can't watch this.
I think if you're gonna rant, keep it to like 5 to 10 minutes. You know, keep it real concise.
I can't watch anybody rant for an hour. Like it's hard.
You can't be that pissed off about something like that. I'm sorry, man. That there's nothing that's gonna make me rant for an hour. Wait, except for like comics and shit like that. But I mean, out of festivity, like out of being pissed. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, how do you feel about Wonder Woman being better than Spider-Man, Steve?
I feel like you're an idiot. So, it's okay, you know. It's all right.
All right.
Said you fell asleep doing Spider-Man. That doesn't even make sense.
During the final fight, man. I'm sorry.
Shut up, man. Who cares?
All right. I think we're at like an hour mark right now, and I think I hammered out most of the topics. I'm feeling pretty proud of myself real quick. But real quick, I want to get you guys' thoughts. You know, this show is every 2 weeks, and in 2 weeks, I think I'm heading out to Japan, so there will not be a BOOMcast in 2 weeks. There might be one next week, maybe in 3 weeks. I'm not really sure. We'll try to make it most Thursday. We'll see how it works out, right? But in those 2 weeks will be the Mayweather versus McGregor fight. So I just want to go around, right? So for those of you guys who don't know, Mayweather is his boxer. He's 49-0. He's been retired for like a year or something. He's coming out of retirement, trying to get the 50th win. Conor McGregor is a UFC fighter, 2-division champion, and he's jumping over to boxing. He's never fucking boxed before, really, but he's mainly a stand-up fighter in the UFC, so it's an interesting fight. What do you guys think about this? Who do you think is going to take it? Ricksta, you look real confident in your decision-making over there.
Damn, you are smelling it.
Tell us, Ricky, who should people be putting their money on?
They shouldn't be putting the money on it, but you can. I mean, if you want to win shitty money, bet Mayweather. It's easy. It's like fucking watching Perfect Legend versus Sonic Fox in the first attempt. It's pretty close. It's almost.
You know it's gonna go 13 rounds and then hit a decision or something.
he's gonna go 13 rounds. He'll lose all 13, and then like, no wait, hold on. But I said I was gonna beat you in a boxing match with 12 ounce gloves, and then he'll lose the next 3 rounds. So it's gonna be like that. Yeah, it's whatever, man. It's all it is though. It's funny because they talk a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. You can't understand what either guy's saying, and then we're gonna get a boxing match, and everyone's gonna watch it. So
yeah, August 26th. August 26th. I'm pretty excited. Steve, your thoughts?
all right, like I approach this from a couple different ways, right?
Mhm.
So you have those people that think that this fight is like some kind of fixed thing, right? Where like this shit's not even real and it's not even really gonna play out like that. I'm one of those people. I feel like like they're gonna be fighting and like fucking Mayweather gonna get knocked down or some shit, or McGregor's gonna get knocked down and Dana White's gonna come on. Hey, there's Dana White in the game. It's like, hey, that was only one round. Switch to 12-ounce gloves. Let's go. And then they go switch gloves and then they're gonna fight again. Shit's gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna go like 50 rounds.
WWE.
What
It's
the
gonna go
fuck?
100% WWE.
He's gonna throw a
I'm
steel
telling you
chair
right
at
now,
him.
They have
No
to.
way.
I feel like if any one of them decide to hit the ground, they're basically saying like fuck money for the rest of their life. Like I'm just saying, like at either one of them, I feel like it'd just be over.
Dude,
if-
they're both gonna make like 100 million, right? So I don't think they need to fuck money for the rest of their life. I don't think they need money for the rest of their life after this fight.
That's true. That's true. I just feel like I don't think it's as competitive as people think it is. But going to the actual sports side of it, I think if you like think about this, that you'd be crazy to bet on McGregor. Like I feel like there's no way. But then they had that video of McGregor knocking out.
Molly Ganagni.
Yeah, dude. Like people question the validity of that video as well. So I'm like,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so that guy Paulie came out. And he was talking all this shit about how like he got pushed down, and then they released a video saying like, does it look like he got pushed down? I don't know. To me, it didn't look like he got pushed down. I'm not a professional referee or fucking fighter, but it didn't look to me. He looked like he got punched in the face and hit on the back of the head. Connor had a hand on his back of his head. So that's the push down. He pushed you down with one arm, like on the back of your head. That's a pretty impressive power in that left hand, man. That's all I gotta say.
Listen, I've watched enough World Star videos to know that he got knocked out. When you fall on the floor like that,
Rickster.
yeah, the World Star
speaker.
referee says he got knocked out. He's on the
Yeah.
floor, and then
yeah,
that was
World
it.
Star.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that
Everybody
guy.
jumped up. Oh,
Oh, World Star!
And they gotta film it vertically. They're always filming it
Say
vertically.
Jazz in the background. Oh!
Say Jam in the back rubbing his nipple.
Oh my god.
Steve
But,
missed
hey,
it the first time.
Yeah, he definitely did. But I honestly think that McGregor has a chance. Small chance, but I think he's got a chance. So I'm interested to watch it.
Would you bet on him though? Would you bet on McGregor?
Yeah, I would. Not a lot though. Not a lot. And here's part of the reason I would bet on him too.
$20, Rip. $20. My 20 to your 20.
That's not even odds. That's not how it works. It's 4-1 odds. It's 4-1 right now. See, you ain't gonna do that. I thought so. But look, this is what I'm saying though. It's a boxing fight, right? Boxing notorious for being rigged and everything. I think Mayweather loses on purpose to set up the giant ass rematch, another 100 million each, run it back, gets the tiebreaker, run it back again. We got to see who's gonna come out on top out of the 2 out of 3. Fucking make $500,000 each out of this shit. You know what I mean? That's the way I see this going down.
How's that not WWE, dude? That's like super WWE.
Well, because they don't tell you that shit. You know, it's supposed to be legit,
That's the one.
right?
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. All right, I think that's it.
You fucking been watching too much like Dragon Ball and shit. I'm trying to fucking rig this goddamn tournament, man.
You're
My
not
favorite
wrong.
part about this whole thing is that Rip didn't ask me who I think is gonna win before deciding he was gonna go, and I'm happy. Let's get the fuck off of this
Why
topic.
did you leave the same damn out, bro?
out of this
Fine.
topic.
Say
Let's
Jam,
go
let
on.
me know your thoughts on this fight.
I don't give a shit. Let's get.
No, but I want to know now. I want to know what you think about it.
I think that if you want to bet, you should bet on McGregor because he has good odds, but he's not gonna win
Then why would you bet on him?
because the odds are good. And
But if
it's
he's
rigged,
not
you
gonna
might
win,
make
then you're
money.
gonna lose the
That's
money.
all there is to it.
All
You
right.
just bet on the odds.
So you believe in the chance that it's going to be rigged and McGregor might win?
That's basically what you
That's
have
what you're
to
saying.
do.
All right. So
Yeah,
Say
I
Jam's
think-
on my side. Got it.
I think Mayweather will win for sure, but the only way he doesn't is if it's rigged.
I think McGregor's going to win, and it doesn't matter if it's rigged or not because
He's
you won't
such
be
a fucking
you
UFC
won't be able to tell.
fanboy.
I'm a McGregor fanboy more than a UFC fanboy.
Hella, I can tell.
Wait. So do you actually think that's gonna be rigged?
I feel
Like,
No.
like
I think Mayweather's going to come forward, and I don't think he's going to play super passive, and I think he's going to get knocked out.
but are you saying it's a rigged knockout or it's a legit knockout?
I think rigged in the sense that Mayweather's going to come forward, whereas if that kind of rigged, like he's going to take the risks so that like he has the opportunity to get knocked out, whereas
Fuck does not that kind of rigged even me.
like
He's deflecting, all right? He doesn't have an
it's,
answer.
it's not going to be no. I mean,
I'm trying to get a
I don't
definite
think
answer here.
I don't think
you're like
okay.
pussyfooting around the answer. Just give me the straight dirt.
McGregor is gonna knock him out.
He just
McGregor
fucking
knock him.
stopped. He was like,
Look, all I'm saying is Mayweather, I think that he doesn't care if he loses the fight because he knows he's got hella money to make. So he's just going to go in. And that's what people want to see from Mayweather anyway. They want to see him go in. If he wins, he's going to win 50-0, right? That's like monumental number. So he wants
get
to
off
do it and
this
stop.
topic. He's not going to answer you, Ricksteeezy.
Yeah, I'm already done with
as a
this.
boxing match?
It does.
Like,
It's a
it
boxing.
counts as a boxing
And-
match on his record.
It does.
That's
And-
stupid. I think that shouldn't count. I
And-
think that's
The Nevada Athletic State Commission also sanctioned this one-time only use of 8-ounce gloves for the weight division. Usually it's 10-ounce gloves for this weight division, but they're allowing 8-ounce gloves for this fight. Which gives McGregor supposedly an advantage, right? Because he fights in 4-ounce gloves, and this fight is supposed to be in 10-ounce gloves.
That doesn't do shit.
I don't think it does that, but it is smaller
I
gloves.
think it does. Have you guys ever boxed before?
All it does is protect your hands, dog. It's not going to do much else. It's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt more.
So what I was told, doesn't McGregor? A lot of people don't think McGregor can knock out Mayweather if he lands a hit. But the thing is, he can, but he's not gonna hit Mayweather. Like, it's not gonna happen.
He should not hit Mayweather, right? If Mayweather plays passive and turtly like he usually does. But I think he's gonna hit Mayweather.
You think he's gonna hit him?
Because I think Mayweather's gonna come in and he's gonna swing.
You might as well just transition to the other screen since Sajam's not here anyway, so you might as well just cut him
Look,
out.
man, he's gonna get bodied, all right? I'm kidding. All right. That's all I wanted to know. I just want to know your thoughts on the fight because we're not gonna be here before it happens again, right? All right. So a couple reminders before we get going. SCR Saga is gonna be this weekend. Is that Saturday?
Yes.
Saturday, Sunday.
I
yeah.
knew there was something happening on Saturday. It's fucking SCR Saga. Damn.
But we don't have to be there Sunday. Everything ends other than Smash.
What time did it start on Saturday?
But fucking 10 a.m. So that's probably gonna start at 2 p.m.
All right, and then also the Tekken World Tour Online West tournaments are this week, and make sure you guys sign up at smash.gg/TWT Online. And of course, Absolute Battle next weekend in Texas. I will be there as well. Sajam, are you going to be there?
Oh yeah, I'll be at Absolute Battle. I didn't know you were going.
Yeah, I didn't know I was going either. I found out today. So I'll be at Absolute Battle next weekend. Steve, are you coming? Tasty?
No.
You chilling
I'm
at home for
chilling.
a while? You got a
I'm
break?
Yep, got a break. I'm chilling.
awesome,
I'm gonna be
man.
playing
How
some
are these
Injustice.
guys going to fucking
streaming
all these
shit.
dope tournaments and then I'm left behind like normal?
I am
Ricky.
too, bro.
Hey,
It's
Ricky,
normal.
you going anywhere next weekend? This weekend?
Hell no.
Are you going to SCR Saga?
Oh yeah.
Okay, there you go. Cool. So that about...
That's where I'm going. All right, sick. Yeah.
All right, so before we wrap things up completely, how about you guys plug your stuff, let everyone know where they can find you. Ricks, let's start with you.
Find me on Twitch and Twitter at Ricksteeezy, Ricksteeezy. I will be going to SCR something Saga, something or other, and fucking Evo Japan.
Wow,
Okay.
Evo Japan. Are you going to play in the TWT Online this weekend?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Are you going to be
I'll
streaming
probably-
your matches?
Can I?
I don't know. Is that a rule? I don't know if that's a rule or
I
not.
don't fucking know. Whatever. We'll do whatever I want.
Exactly, that's my thought process. Tasty Steve, where can they find you?
At tasty_Steve, my Twitter. My Twitch is twitch.tv/tasty_Steve. I'm probably gonna stream Sonic Mania tomorrow, so
Wait,
come
what?
chill, hang out, whatever the case may be. Fuck yeah, I love Sonic, dude. Streaming
That's
that
sick.
shit tomorrow.
That was hype. Say, Jeff. How about you?
You can find me at twitter.com/Sajam, twitch.tv/Sajam, and you can find all four of us on the recipe over on Cross Counter TV. This entire show, the whole panel here is on the newest episode. It's
I forgot.
Cross Counter TV on YouTube. The recipe, it came out today. The crazy slow-mo is on there if you guys haven't seen it. It's fucking wild. Check it out. It's a really good episode.
Let me tell you guys really quick. I know this is going to my YouTube channel. A lot of you guys on my YouTube channel, you guys watched Bogus Journeys forever ago, literally like 5 or 6 years ago with that man down there, Tasty even Ricksta, of course. This new guy, Sajam, was just a baby back then, so he wasn't in the show back then. But now, we've all kind of come back together to do the recipe with them, and it was pretty sick. I actually just watched the first episode. Is that the only one that's out right now of the set?
Yeah, if you want the rest of it, you can get them for free on the site with code TastyJam. If you go to checkout, you can get a free subscription and watch the whole thing right now.
Yeah, so I watched the first one because I don't have a subscription. I didn't get a free one for being on the show. But basically...
Get fucked.
Basically, it's
Body.
fucking
Bro.
hilarious. I didn't realize it when we did it, how funny it was until I watched it back right now. That part about us being duos and getting in each other's nuts or whatever was fucking hilarious. I was like, Ricky, get in these nuts. Like,
dude, I'll tell you that when we shot the recipe the first time, I was like, man, are people even gonna like this shit? It was so whack. Like, I was like, it's so bad. It gets posted, everybody was like, this is the craziest shit I've ever seen. You guys were like, great. I was like, oh man, I thought it sucked, but I was like, we were just doing what we always do. We're just sitting there. You guys gotta check it out. Check out the episode before Rip spoils more shit. It's good. It's good.
That wasn't even a spoiler. Don't worry about it. All right, Left Behind segment. Who you guys leaving behind this weekend, Ricky?
What? What is this segment? It's been a while since I've been on the show. I don't even know what this is.
It's the segment where, you get to talk shit about something or someone that, either irritated you in the last 2 weeks or bugged you or rubbed you the wrong way, rubbed your nipples the wrong way.
Runner Black got left behind hella. I don't know
Damn.
what happened to his Tekken skills, but they left his ass behind because I haven't seen him for the last... I don't know. He was here. He was there yesterday. He did commentary, and I never saw him again.
Damn, that fast.
I'm being honest. And then the week he came a couple weeks before that, I never saw him. I saw him. I said, "What's up?" Oh, I was like, "Oh, Red Black." He said, "What's up, man?" I play some matches. I never see him again. I never even think about it. I'm like, "What the hell happened to Red Black?" Oh yeah, he lost to fucking this guy and that guy. It's like, okay, cool, nice. So he got left behind with the rest of SoCal because I feel like SoCal as a whole sucks.
Oh my god, damn.
So
into the hate.
Yeah, and this ain't hate. This is truth. I'm Tom Hilfiger instilled some fucking anger in me, and now I gotta just be mad at everyone without actually doing anything myself.
Yeah.
I'm just
What the hell?
I'm just putting a hashtag on Twitter and calling it a night. That's how I fight this.
Don't do that shit, man. Shit'll get me in trouble.
Idiot. Anyways, that's it. Yeah.
All right. Sajam, how about y'all? Give Tasty some time because he's like new to this. Give us some experience.
What the hell's happening?
He's got some time. My left behind calling is Tasty Steve's hamburger from Seattle in Northwest Major. A year or 2 years ago? A year ago?
Yeah, I think it was like a year ago.
Since I have you both on the show, I figured I told this story on my stream, and I thought I would tell it again here. It's a good one.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I thought about it because Steve was so powered up today, and I remembered that we were back in Northwest Majors where it's legal to be powered up all the time. You can be as powerful as you want.
I don't know.
So Rip, Eris, and Steve were all powered up, and we went to walk to some place that Eris knew about. And it was called, like, what was it? Like do you guys remember what it was called? The Shook Roost House or something like that?
Oh, it was like the something rooster. God damn it.
The Rooster Shook House or some shit like that. I don't remember what it was.
I don't know.
But it was a 10-minute walk from the hotel we were staying at. So we were walking, and you guys...
10 minutes, bro.
Dude, I was the only one not powered up. I was at normal levels. You guys and you guys were on like another level. You guys were powerful as hell. And you guys were complaining the whole walk. You're like, man.
I was full blue hair mode.
Yeah. You guys were like, man, we've been walking for like 30 minutes. And I looked at my phone. I was like, we've been walking for 3 minutes. Like, this is crazy.
It was definitely at least 20 minutes.
Of time was just so lost. So we made it to the restaurant. We ordered our food. Then they had this big specialty nacho thing. It came in like a big line like that on a plate. It was delicious, right? So Rip and I ordered one and we split it because it was so much food. And we're like, yeah, these nachos are sick. Steve ordered one too, and we're like, oh yeah, we'll split these orders of nachos, whatever. Rip ordered some tacos. I ordered like a chicken adobo sandwich or something that was super good.
It was.
Steve ordered a burger or whatever, right? And I'm like, oh, sick, this is gonna be great. I don't even remember what Eris ordered, right? I'm not even sure what it was, but we all ordered our food. And it was the craziest meal I've ever experienced in my entire life. Because everybody was so powerful that nobody could keep it together. And everybody was laughing about the because Eris was talking about the triple negative. We were making fun of something or other.
Oh, my God, every time.
Nobody not there.
Ain't nobody not there.
Ain't nobody not there. And that made Steve laugh so hard that he was like, I thought he was going to die. I thought that was the end of all times. And his laughing made Rip laugh. And Rip was laughing so hard that he was like, I'm going to throw up. He was threatening Steve. He was like, if you don't stop laughing, I will leave this restaurant.
Yeah, he threatened me to leave the restaurant because he was laughing at me laughing. So then he was like, yo, Steve, don't look at me. I'm like, you're looking at me. Like, how does that
And
even
so
work?
Rip took his hat. He took his hat and was covering his face. And then he was he wasn't looking at Steve. He was covering his face. And then he was laughing so hard at Steve's laugh. He was like, Steve, you can't laugh anymore. You're making me laugh. I can't keep it together. It was just like it was crazy. And then like I'm like looking up in the middle of this, and Eris, all he said all dinner was, "Keep it down." Everybody, shh. Keep it down, because when he's powered up, he gets real paranoid, right? So he's like,
an old person, man. He becomes
He's
like
like-
an old man.
he's like, everybody can hear you. You know we're in public, right? Keep it down. That's what he kept saying. So I'm
Go
just
over
laughing.
there.
Yeah. We're just sitting there laughing at this whole scenario, and I look up and I see Rip eating a taco, and I've never seen anything like this in my life. He's trying to eat a taco, right? So he's going in for the bite, but the back of the taco is dripping juice. So he's like, the taco is dripping that way, and he's like, oh shit, I'm gonna lose my food. So he tilted his whole body this way to try to eat the taco without losing anything. So he's eating a taco like he's like climbing Everest. It's so complicated. He can't figure it out. He's like, how the fuck do I eat this taco? And then like stuff starts coming out the front because it's fucking vertical. So he's like, oh shit, he has to go back the other way. And I'm like looking at him, and I'm like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Let me tell you about this taco, right? As I'm tilting this taco, like this will happen. I'm tilting it this way. Eris is sitting to my right, okay? I'm tilting it this way, and like something falls out. So I'm like, oh shit, so I gotta pick up. It hits this elbow, I flick into the air, and it hits Eris. And he's all like, like that was it. That was it.
All he does, right? So he's doing this bad boy. He's over there like, I don't even know, playing the flute or whatever the hell's happening. I'm like, this shit is wild. And we're sitting there at dinner, and reminder, I said that we ordered the nachos, right? So Rip and I split a nacho. It was so much food, and Steve ordered one too. So I went and I looked over at the status of Steve's nachos, completely demolished. I couldn't believe
those nachos.
they were
I couldn't
gone.
believe
It
it.
disappeared. And then I was like, damn, that's crazy. And then I was looking at Rip eating the taco. I'm like, man, he's real struggling. And all of a sudden, out of my peripheral, like the side of my ear, and I just see some activity. And all I hear from Steve is him saying out loud, I'm so sorry. Just deeply, like, apologizing. And I'm like, what's happening? Why is he apologizing so much? He's like, I'm so sorry to do this, but I just can't. And I was like, man, is Steve on the phone? Like, is he talking to his ex-girlfriend? What's happening? I look over, and he is staring into his cheeseburger. He's staring directly into the burger. He's apologizing to the burger.
Definitely like, I'm sorry, Barry.
He was saying, oh, sorry, burger. You're delicious, but I just can't finish you. I'm so sorry I had to do this to you, but I'm so full I can't finish the burger. And he's just like,
That was
like
a
he's
lot
on the
of food.
verge of tears. He's on the verge of tears of this burger. And I'm sitting there watching Rip fucking doing this, that, boy. And I'm looking at Steve apologizing to his burger, and Eris is like, shh, keep it down. And I was like, this might be the best dinner I've ever been into in my life. It was definitely the best. Well, that night, on that day, Tasty Steve's burger got left behind.
Yeah,
And
definitely left
thought I
behind.
would tell the story about it.
That was
God damn.
one of the best dinners ever, without a doubt.
that
Like,
was free, like one of the best dinners ever.
yeah.
You
Incredible.
apologize to your burger.
Man, that burger was goddamn ridiculous. I don't
Never
know.
seen anything like that in my life.
That
It
was
was
awesome.
ridiculous. It was good.
Ooh, that was good.
All
That
the
was a
food
good
there
one.
was amazing. All the food there was
The
amazing.
dinner was we came back the next night in the same place. We ate again.
We had to clarify because
Yeah.
we were telling everybody about this. I was telling people about it at the bar. I was like, look, guys, I don't know if you know about this fucking rooster place down the street, but this shit is amazing. I'm like,
We couldn't tell if you were so powerful that your other senses were drowned out. If like your Super Saiyanness had ruined your.
yo, man, the aura from the blue hair kills a lot of the taste, you know, like it gets in, it filters it so much that you only take in the nutrients, you know, so, you know, shit gets crazy, bro.
All right. Let me go first, Steve, because mine's a little bit more angry than Sajam's. We'll flip things around and go a
Oh
second.
no!
So,
Sick, damn, that's
Yeah.
sick. I get to come back to the soft side. That's cool.
yeah, I figured you would be. So, yesterday, I got on my YouTube channel, I just started noticing that some of my videos are getting flagged. Let me show you guys, actually. So, this is my YouTube channel here. You see these yellow dollar signs here? They say limited or no ads. I know it's really tiny on there, but it says limited or no ads. It says not suitable for all advertisers. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? And these videos are not even released, right? These are scheduled videos. You can see all these videos here. They're all scheduled. The green ones are fine, but for some reason, I keep on getting these yellow ones, right? And I'm like, what the hell? So basically, I can't run ads in these videos anymore, right? I'm like, all right, that's odd because it just hit me all of a sudden. So I started clicking through my videos here, and you see there's more and more yellows up there. there's more of them, some there, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on? And so as I'm clicking through all this, I realize like maybe it's because I had like 69 in the tag, and YouTube thinks it's a sexual reference, so like you fucking can't sell your video to advertise with anymore, right? It's like not family friendly. I'm like, all right, fine, take out the 69s. Still getting flagged. I'm like, what in the fuck is happening? Maybe it's all the curse words, right? Then I find further down in all my videos that like my commentary reel from like a year ago was in there, and there's definitely no curse words in there, right? I'm like, why the fuck is my commentary video flagged? And I was like, all right, that makes no sense because it's not public and there's no curse words, so, and it's no 69, so what the fuck is it? And I think what it is that it's flagging me for having the tag RIP, like because RIP has to do with like death. And so it's fucking stupid. YouTube has been shitting on its content creators for fucking forever. What in the fuck am I supposed to do about this? You stupid motherfuckers. I can't make a RIP tag?
That was pretty good.
Somebody just said, "Oh my lord," that was funny.
I didn't realize.
YouTube is fucking stupid. It's absolutely fucking. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. It was bad enough when just the advertising revenue went down for everybody, right? It went down for everybody, but now you can't even put a tag that might like flag your video. Like, what? That is fucking retarded. I'm sorry.
Rip. Damn, rest in peace, Rip. Body.
Don't say that, man. If you guys say RIP, this thing's gonna be flagged, man. There's no monetization on this video now.
You can't make any money off my story. Get owned, bitch.
Dude, I can't even use RIP anymore. I gotta put all my YouTube videos as RePaul plays Tekken. You know, like fucking stupid. Yeah, dude. Even think about this, like all that Evo top 8s and shit with Mr. Naps and shit. No monetization, Evo. You put RIP in your fucking title.
You up there? Fucking Repal Parboos plays Tekken. Fucking.
You gotta. It's time for a name change, man. You
gotta change the name. The
low tier
thing of RIP is gone. You dead. You gotta come back to life.
Damn.
Go backwards. PIR. Perp? Is it perp?
Perp. Repaul,
I don't know.
Repaul Perbu, dude. It's perfect.
Fantastic.
It's perfect. The way it says perfect, anyways, it's like
perfect.
Gotta come back, man.
God.
Evolutionary genesis of your name has fulfilled.
Perfect. Mom.
God. Yeah, YouTube is about to get left behind. I'm like, I honestly don't know what to do about it. Like, I mean, for those of you guys who don't know, I stopped putting out YouTube videos for a couple months because I lost my YouTube guy. I got a new YouTube guy, LUYG. He's been putting out all the videos on the channel. He's been doing a great job, and all of a sudden this just hit us yesterday. And now it's like all the new uploads getting flagged and shit. I'm like, I feel like I should just upload only on Twitch. Like maybe fuck YouTube completely at this point. It's crazy. I don't know what's gonna happen. Tasty Steve, I've left YouTube behind. What are you gonna leave behind?
You know, I did not have a story. I had like some crazy shit that I was gonna say about you, Rip, but you know what? That last line, I don't know what did it. But you know who's getting left behind? All the haters of Scott motherfucking Summers. Cyclops of the X-Men, you disrespectful sons of bitches. Do you not know what he's done for his people? I just feel like the people that disrespect Cyclops, they don't know anything about leadership, being in the Boy Scouts, tying their shoes, being a decent human being.
So they got Velcro shoes?
Stupid. Like, I'm just saying, man, I just feel like there are so many people out there that hate on Cyclops, and fucking Oliver's right in the other room, and I know he can fucking hear me. I know he can hear me. And he's like, Cyclops is a dick. And I'm like, yo, man, I thought you knew what it was like to be the holder of the leadership matrix. Like, he doesn't understand what it takes to be a fucking hero in the world of people with superpowers, man. So, you know, fuck those guys. Anybody that disrespects Scott motherfucking Summers, fuck you, man. You stay in the past. You get left behind. What's that? When leaving you behind, you got left behind, you bitch.
You bitch. Catch you guys next time. That's the BOOMcast. See you guys next time. Peace. Thanks everyone for being on.
Perbu.
Woo.
Cyclops is right, motherfuckers.